Hello Internet, welcome to another video of Happy Go Sketchy. Today is day 4 of Inktober Drawlloween. The topic for today is Pumpkin Wicked This Way Comes. Before I begin, let me apologize for the camera not capturing the entire page. I did not realize it while recording it. I'll keep that in mind for next time. For this prompt, there were 3 ideas that came to my mind. When I started, I initially imagined a pumpkin with the usual jack-o'-lantern smile, but with a Chucky from Curse of Chucky like vibe. He would be flaying a fat man and carving eyes and a crooked smile on the fat man's body. I'd almost did that, but just minutes into drawing that, I thought this is getting a bit too dark. I'm not afraid of drawing something dark, but I thought A, it would look a bit gross on video, and B, let me think of alternative ideas. With anything and especially art, it's imperative to think of alternative ways to approach something. That's certainly something you do as a programmer too. Coming back to a drawing, in the end I settled on something more playful, a pumpkin that's riding a rat. Why a rat? Well, what else could a pumpkin ride? Besides, it makes for a perfect flip to the Cinderella story. The rat would look ferocious, like it's been possessed with evil. The pumpkin itself would have a playful yet sinister feel to it. It would have a knife in its hand like Chucky, which is a carryover from my initial idea. The third idea, which came to me much later, was after I finished this drawing, was to draw David as pumpkin. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it refers to the Tom Hanks sketch on SNL from last year. It was a fun, absurdist sketch and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Plus the costumes and characters were interesting enough that would have made for a fun drawing exercise. Maybe I'll do that some other time. Somewhere while drawing this, the idea of the pumpkin twisting the rat's ear came to my mind. I thought that would be a good way for the pumpkin to just rein in the rat too. It seemed fun to do. At this point, I'm happy with the initial sketch and I jump into inking the piece. I randomly picked parts of the sketch to ink. The eyes and smile of the pumpkin and to some extent the rat are the most important to get right, to get across the sinister vibe. I honestly wasn't too happy with the way I drew the rat's feet, and I actually wasn't too keen on drawing them in the first place. Um, Somehow, if I'm not interested in drawing something, it automatically translates onto paper. It seems obvious that I was not too keen on them. The Aquash pens let me go something a second time and darken it like something like the pumpkin's jacket. It lets me pick which areas to darken by going over it a second time. I add some last bit of shading to make the pumpkin look a bit more 3D and some hair on the rat. But I still want this to look more cartoony, and hence I don't purposely do a more realistic shading of the piece. In the end, I was content with the results. It's definitely not something I would have drawn usually, and I enjoyed drawing this. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.